Okay, you know what? I need to make this abundantly clear. For the first, I got back just before summer kicked into high gear last year. Summer in the Okanagan is quite a busy, interesting time. And everybody knows the story, right? Because a lot of people were stopping in to make sure I was okay. And I was sleeping there for about 6 or 8 hours in the back of one of the trucks. And then I would hot-foot it over to McDonald's or Walmart. If I had the money, I'd grab a breakfast or whatever. If not, I'd grab a free or cup of water, I guess. Water's free there, so I grab a free cup of water. And I've showed them that I drink the water when I get there. Not all people adhere to that, but I actually showed to the employees the other day. It's like, look, I'm drinking soda water. So, and then I'd head up to Work BC in Rutland. And I'd be there before they opened. The staff would see me there as they walked in. And I would begin to crank out resumes. Some days were more active than others. Some days were replacing phones that I ended up getting ripped off the night before. But the bottom line is this: I continued this trend for a number of months. I even took day trips to Merritt and Chilliwack on the e-bus and handed out resumes there, Kamloops, Penticton, months. I put in applications at the low-income building at Gertzmar there by Rutland Church, the one out in the Mission. I've been told with both it's at least an 8 to 9 month waiting period. The only way that I was able to get a rental is because my old landlord said, come September, I'll give you a rental. Rather, a buddy of mine, an associate of both of ours, an acquaintance, I guess, will give us a rental. Me a rental, or us, as in me and Selena. So it's like, that was the only way I was able to get a rental. And then, if I can't find a job to cover my bills, how am I going to pay for all that? Because if I don't have a job to cover my shit, I'm going to be fucked. And as much as I want to stay here, it's not feasible for me. How are you? I have a question for you. Can you spare some spare change? Appreciate it, thank you. Anyway, I put applications in for all these buildings. I'm not going to be able to afford the apartment. All of a sudden somebody says, go get a job. And even if I were to find one, which, judging by what's happened over the past year and a bit, won't happen. What happens the first time somebody gets pissed off, or what happens the first time that somebody gets a vendetta or angry with me or takes something wrong? As I said the other day, we all interpret things differently. I'm right back out on the street again because this person's made up a bunch of BS. It'll get added on to the other BS that other people have made up or said about me. And good luck trying to get my reputation clean after that. I'm not being paranoid when I say that. What I say makes logical sense, and if you think about it from an objective point of view, you'll agree. So the question then becomes, what do? I get done here, I go to Edmonton, I pick up what I got to pick up from my sister, and then I make a concerted effort with Selena to go down to California and start our lives fresh and create new memories, because even if I were to stay here, chances are very slim that, I get the degree that I want, anybody's going to take me seriously anyway. Or for that matter, I'm going to be able to clear up my reputation in time to get the job that I want or in the area that I got a degree in. There's lots of different questions that are coming to my head here, and the most logical thing that makes sense is to go to California. I'm a man. I work. I have a brother-in-law that worked with a broken back and just went to work because that's who he is and that's what he does. I have a father. Him and I are not exactly vibing right now, but he went to work with 2 broken hips. 2 artificially replaced hips, I should say, and he did that because, again, that's who he is. I've been to work with a torn hamstring. you go to work, you go to work. That's just how that goes. And if you got somebody at home that's depending on you, you do what you got to do. And there is no ifs, ands, or, maybe I'll stay home, my bum hurts. You go. And that's just how that works, and that's how that goes. And for the men that are in the listening studio audience today, they know exactly what I'm talking about, verbatim, word for word. So it's not that I don't want to live up to my responsibilities. It's not that I don't want to live up to my responsibilities with Selena and stay here. It's that, logically speaking, the only way I'm going to be able to live up to those promises and those responsibilities is to take her and go to California. And what I'm talking about monetary-wise when it comes to what I'm picking up is, it's not huge, but it's a good start. And it's not for this whole mess, even though if it were to be added up, what I was owed for this whole particular mess, any way you slice it or dress it up or explain it, I don't know. I'm not even going to cover that because it's over. And as pissed off as I still might be and holding a little bit of resentment as I am, I'm looking forward to my brand new way of life. I thank you to whoever put this all together. Selena knows I'm going to give her what she wants as a partner and as her best friend, as she says, and as somebody that's going to be there for her to support her in any way that she needs. And I'm also going to try my very best to get my dreams fulfilled, to get the things done that I need to get done so that I can move forward and be a happy man. And years from now, when I've got grandkids and things are all said and done and everything's good, I can lean back and say, you know what? I have no regrets. I remember Kelowna with a fair bit of fondness. I'm sitting in California, the sun is shining, my grandson's on my lap, he's talking to me, he's telling me that he loves his grandpa, and everything's really good, So, Lord, it's okay, you can take me right now. As for anything else that happens or doesn't happen, that person knows that if he ever actually did or perpetuated something that would end in my very slow demise, that if it took me the rest of my motherfucking life, I would make sure that his was very uncomfortable, unpleasant, and short. And believe me, there are ways to make that happen. As it stands right now, I have to deviate from my current set of, let's just call them, circumstances in order to see to it and make sure that I am safely able to travel with Selena to Edmonton, first of all, and to California, second of all. And as for everything else, where it is all concerned, I'm not going to sit here and kick you some fortune cookie bullshit or anything else. I'm not a criminal in the sense that I'm not a career criminal, in the sense that I don't rob banks, I don't kill people, I don't rape people, I don't hurt people, I don't rob people, I don't rob ATMs, I don't do anything like that. Am I a perfect human being? No. Have I made mistakes such as we all have? Yes. Do I have regrets such as we all have? Absolutely. Can I look back on my life and honestly say that I've done a lot of good and that chances are very feasible that I'm going to end up going to heaven when the time comes, whenever that might be, and I hope I will be there with the love of my life? Absolutely. And so very far as everything else is concerned, from that time to this, I'm going to make sure that I get the most out of the gifts that God has given me, because without Him and without His help and without His guidance, I would be nowhere, such as we all have, such as we all would be. And that being said, higher power, whichever way I want to prefer it, call it, whether it be for the Seventh-day Adventist Church, Christianity, Seventh-day Adventism, AA, alcoholism, whatever you wish to call it, I do have a higher power in my life. His name happens to be Jesus Christ. That is a bigger debate that we can have at another date and time when you and me are in person at some point and I'm talking to whoever is on here. Other than that, I wish you all a very good day, good luck. Bye-bye, and I will talk to you in a bit. Selena, baby, I love you very much, and I look forward to seeing you shortly as we make our way to Edmonton and then to the sunny state of California.